Sup everyone, this is Draco FO back yet again with another Manchester United video. Tottenham versus Manchester United. This is the match preview in the return of the Premier League, and I am so happy to be saying those words. And for those of you just joining in, I do a lot of Manchester United content, including transfer speculation, transfer news, latest Manchester United news, match previews and reviews, finally after a very long time. So the Premier League does kick off, and I'm going to be going through a bit of a context in this video. We're going to be talking about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's press conference, as well as Jose Mourinho's press conference. We'll be looking at the Premier League table. We'll be looking at some of the stats between those two clubs, and also I'll be predicting my lineup as well as the scoreline. So let's jump straight into it. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is trying to help get the best out of Marcus Rashford. This is according to the United boss. As we know, Marcus Rashford has been doing some fantastic work, especially in the line of charity work, and this is what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had to say in his press conference. Coming from where he's come from, to make the difference, it will mean more for him than any goal he's scored so far, because it changes people's lives. This is in response to Marcus Rashford's work to raise money and change the government policy to improve the lives of children around the country, and it has been an inspirational during the lockdown. He's a fine young man. He's extremely proud. I'm sure his family is extremely proud. He's shown human skills, leadership skills and qualities. He was captain for us in the Carabao Cup semi-final against Man City, and we want to help him become the grown-up and the man he's got the potential to be. Rashford is still 22 and is still developing as a footballer, and this is what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had to say furthermore. He's looking good. He's keen on getting back and playing football. That's his passion, alongside the passion he's shown now for the free meals. He's maturing and he's getting more and more used to the inside left forward position. I think being a right-footed striker, that's always a good position for him. Through the middle, he'll also play as a partnership in the two, but that's the beauty of Marcus. He's played many positions, but mainly this season he has been on the left, where I feel he's developed a lot. He's maturing in his decision making, his movement is great, and his physique is always going to be a challenge for anyone playing against him. He's always had the composure and the calmness. When you step up against PSG like he did and take a penalty, his first penalty for the first team, the way he did it, you can see a boy who is confident on the pitch and composed on the pitch. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and a lot of Manchester United fans have a lot of faith on the youth product in Marcus Rashford. You know, he's made everyone proud inside and outside of the club. You know, forget Sporting as well, in the livelihood of the UK as well, and he's been on fantastic form. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has hinted that he will be playing on the left side. He's equally good or up front as well, because he's played a few positions and he's continuously developing. And I do believe that United did miss him when he went off an injury before the lockdown happened. Also, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has a few things to say in regards to Paul Pogba and obviously Bruno Fernandes. Paul has had a difficult season, but he's been excited. He's raring to go. He's worked hard. He's been in a good mood and he's ready to step up now. We've seen glimpses in the training sessions and in the friendly against West Brom how he might combine with Fernandes, but good players can always play together. Paul's main thing now is to get his rhythm back, get proper match fit. I don't think anyone can expect Paul and Marcus to be flying straight away. We have to accept they might take a few games before they're really where they are. But I'm patient with that, getting game time to make sure he's fit and back 100%. So there you have it. This is the latest around Paul Pogba as well. Paul Pogba is raring to go. I've seen the training pics, and I'm sure a lot of you have also seen the training pics. Paul Pogba physique looks better. He looks like he's in a good mood. He's raring to go. Judging by the reports coming in from the players and journalists that's been there, he's combining and starting to form a partnership with Bruno Fernandes. And like every single Manchester United fans out there, this is what we want to see. We want to see a happy, flying Paul Pogba and combining with a devastating Bruno Fernandes. That midfield partnership, I reckon, can potentially grow into one of the world's best midfield partnership, but as always that does depend on Paul Pogba himself. On the other side of the table, Mourinho has come out and has confirmed that Harry Kane will be starting against Manchester United on Friday. He's got this to say: he's working extremely well. I can tell you, no problem, he's going to start the game. Does he have 90 minutes, 80, 70, 60? I don't know. Only the game will tell us that. Is he in his top form? We don't know. It is not a little training session. He's had around 6 months without playing football match, but he has worked extremely well. He's amazing professional and is going to start tomorrow. So it is a strange battle to fight, but at the same time it's a great challenge and a great motivation. I will try not to look at that points difference. That is why I cannot tell you exactly the difference in points we have to our opponents. We have to look to this incredible challenge in a way that every game we will try to win. So obviously this is in regards to Harry Kane. Harry Kane is back and fit. Nobody knows. Same case with a lot of players out there. They've been out for, regarding injuries, and also the lockdown. Footballers have been out of contention for a very long time. The first couple of games, you can pretty much bet that not everyone will be flying at all, at all. It will take a few games for them to get used to it. But Harry Kane is confirmed to be starting for Spurs. However, I do not know, and Jose Mourinho has confirmed that he doesn't know whether he'll play the full 90 minutes or not. Tottenham, talking about the points difference, we will go through the Premier League as well. Spurs currently lie 8th in the table, 29 games played by both the clubs. Manchester United do lie 5th. The last 5 games in the Premier League, both Manchester United have lost one game and Spurs have lost 2. They are kind of not in a best of form in the last 3 games, drawing 2 games, losing 2 games and drawing 1. You can see they are firmly 4 points behind Manchester United. A win for Spurs will mean they will be 1 point behind us. However, a win for Manchester United will bring them level on the 4th position with Chelsea, assuming Chelsea do lose, and that will create a bit of a gap now between Spurs and Manchester United. Look, Spurs are at home. We know Jose Mourinho will set up his club or his side to combat and take points away from Manchester United. I don't think Mourinho will be in an attacking mood. We all know how Mourinho's like. He likes his controlled defensive football. Manchester United have had great games against Spurs in the last couple of seasons. I do remember the FA Cup, I believe it was last season, where the counter-attacking of our team was on show and it was devastating. I just hope that United do get the 3 points. It is a massive game. Spurs are not they're a decent club. They've had a bit of a bad patch as well, losing a lot of games, but then again Manchester United have not been great themselves. However, going back into the last few games, Manchester United are 11 games unbeaten in all competitions before the break that has happened. We are going into the game pretty much having the full squad, apart from Tuanzebe and Phil Jones. Surprise, surprise. But everybody is back. We're looking at Marcus Rashford is back. We're looking at Paul Pogba's back, on top of the likes of Bruno Fernandes, Harry Maguire, Martial, etc., etc. Let's have a look at some of the stats going around. So, the stat says that Tottenham have failed to win any of the last 6 matches in all competitions. They have conceded at least 1 during the first half in 6 of the last 8 games in all competitions. Tottenham have kept only 2 clean sheets in the last 21 matches in all competitions. Tottenham have scored at least 2 goals in 6 of the last 8 home league games. In terms of Manchester United, they are, as I said, unbeaten in 11 games in all competitions. United have won 5 of the last 6 matches in all competitions. We have kept 9 clean sheets in the last 11 matches in all competitions. So you can see, going back to stats, the stats are favourable to us. Spurs seem to be leaking goals. Surprise that is coming from Jose Mourinho's side, and we have been keeping a lot of clean sheets and we have been on good form. I do expect us to win, but I reckon with Mourinho, he's a masterclass. He has plenty of time to come up with the tactics. I do believe it's going to finish 1-1. That is my score prediction, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, what you think of that, and also do let me know what do you feel your predicted scoreline will be. I reckon it's going to be 1-1. It is a tough game. A lot of things are at stake in this game, and Mourinho sort of not going to be going gung-ho. We all know how he is. I do believe that they will come away with a draw. United, if they do set up in a counter-attacking style, which I believe they will, I think they're just going to poke at Spurs. It's as simple as that. They're going to poke at Spurs, and hopefully, you know, I would love for us to win, but I do believe it's going to be a 1-1 goal prediction. In terms of the lineup, so this is obviously the lineup thing. Yeah, you know, excuse the Arsenal colours. I couldn't get anyone, but in terms of what's in the goal, it's going to be David De Gea. It's pretty much given. I reckon right back is going to be Bissaka. On the left back, I do believe it's going to be Williams with his pace going down. In the middle, it's going to be Maguire, and there is no other centre back, although Eric Bailly is back, but I do believe it's going to be Lindelof partnering Harry Maguire. We all know 6 and 10. It's going to be Pogba and Bruno Fernandes. That's the standard one. We'll come back to the defensive holding midfielder. On the left side, I believe it's going to be Rashford. On the right, I reckon it's going to be Daniel James, to help complement the counter-attacking style of football. Up front, it is going to be Anthony Martial. Now, this little position here, yes, Matic has been on great form before the breakup, but I do believe we're probably going to give it to McTominay. You know, there is a case that maybe Fred might even get this, but I reckon McTominay kind of sitting in that front four. He has a bit of a mobility, just like Fred, but what is more important in McTominay's stats is that he likes to go into tackles, and I believe we do need a tackler in that position, which will allow the likes of Bruno Fernandes to kind of stay up here, and Pogba sort of roam around here, doing things what he does best, and simply Bruno Fernandes can drop back, and Pogba can do the same up here, which is a great thing to have in the partnership. You know, both can kind of play in off the striker as well as the central midfielder. Both can run back and forth. Both have great range in the passing abilities, and I reckon that's going to be how we are going to be lining up. Left side pretty much is going to be Marcus Rashford. He's been on great form before the injury, and we don't have any other left-sided player anyway for Marcus Rashford to be kind of given a break, I think. On the right side, again, we don't have a right-sided player. Naturally right-sided player apart from Dan James. Yes, you got a case for Juan Mata, but I think with the rest that everyone's been having over the last few months, and how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you know, plays counter-attacking with pace, I reckon Daniel James is going to be the key here. Up front, it's going to be Anthony Martial, our usual number 9. Yes, Ighalo is there, but it's a great option to have off the bench. I think Martial will make a start. This is my predicted lineup. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree with the predicted lineup? Do you feel that maybe Martial can go on the right side and have someone like Ighalo holding the front? Or do you feel that McTominay might be off and have someone like Fred coming in to add a bit of, because Fred is been on a great form, isn't it? And do you feel that even Marcus Rashford, I reckon Marcus Rashford will start. Do you feel that Williams will make a start? Do you think Luke Shaw will be there? I think Luke Shaw has been on great form playing as a central 3, but I don't think we're going to go 5 at the back. It's going to be 4-3-3. I think Spurs are ready to be gotten at. You know, the form has not been that great. They've been leaking goals, and I think that if we line up anything other than this, I think we're going to be in trouble. I don't believe the Spurs will cause that much trouble to us, especially, you know, marking up Pogba and Bruno Fernandes. You know, that's the great thing about it. We've all talked about that as United fans. Without Bruno Fernandes, Pogba is our main driving machine in creativity. Mark him out, the whole team kind of suffers. But now, teams cannot really think about just Paul Pogba. They have to also think about Bruno Fernandes. And that is a very good thing to have on the side. A very much of a headache to have on the opposition side. But that's it. That's the latest on this. This is my match preview between Spurs and Man United. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I will be back with the review after tomorrow's match, so watch out for that. As always, guys, stay safe out there and stay fire.